No, I'm just getting the stream going.
Quickly, Ross, start it. Quickly, Ross, start it.
The stream is started, okay? Calm. Jonah and Naira should also be available. I told them that I'd get this stream up for them so they could watch it. And, of course, we can continue to have all of the VODs.
What up, you two?
No.
Hello! Good morning! Good morning to ya!
No webcams today, at least not on the VOD, but we're not going to need that, at least not for a little while.
Since when do we ever have any webcams?
Since I actually record the Discord messages and whatnot. Is it like...
Oh, fuck. Yeah. So people know my face?
Yeah. People know my face too.
Fuck!
It's been like 20... Not... Okay, you know what?
Claire, have you not actually, like, watched a few minutes of the streams?
Obviously not. That's exactly what we've learned here.
What a fake fan.
Fake fan.
Hey, it's been a busy semester for me, okay?
Hey, it's been busy for me too.
Yeah, but
I actually go back and I sometimes watch parts of the VOD to get notes written back down for folks. Really, I haven't done that in a while because we haven't had a session in a while, but that is...
I mean, I try to do it when I can, but I haven't done it from probably the more recent, the last few sessions. I don't know.
You know, actually, it's fine that you don't even watch the streams because you should be watching videos to do your homework for Fallout. Ooh.
Oh, true.
Also, I don't like hearing my own. Also, guys, I don't like hearing my own voice sometimes. My own voice.
I think that.
I don't like hearing your voice either.
What?
Jesus.
Gloves are off today. Christ.
God.
It's okay. The feeling's mutual.
Oh, shit. Alright, well, regardless, I'm going to take a quick look back at what we were doing last session. So, last session was interesting.
You know
Oliver and Daryl, you guys met up with Detective Morgan, if you remember at all.
Arthur Morgan.
Not Arthur Morgan, Detective Morgan. No, I'm not giving you a first name. If you want to call him Arthur and he's pissed off by that, I will do a roll at that time to see if he's pissed off by being called Arthur.
Wasn't it a girl? Was it a guy or a girl?
He was female. So...
You misgendered. Ooh.
Hold on, I can salvage this. Annabelle Morgan. There we go.
I don't know if that's...
Keep talking.
Okay.
What did happen last session? I just remember somehow pulling a gun. I kind of blacked out, and then somehow I was pulling a gun on Oliver's character.
What?
No, that was the session before it. That was the session before. That was session 6, not session 7.
The only thing she remembers is being my enemy.
I'm pretty sure that
the character building aspects are what matters here.
I don't even think I was there last session. Now I think about it.
Either way, regardless, we knew in the realm of Mirage, we figured out that she is a capsaicin addict and a spice head, and has now gone ahead and tried to use pocket sand using Cheeto Puff dust. If you are aware, I am still working on those rules. Let me write that as a note. Pocket sand rules.
Guys, someone's calling me really quick. I need it.
All right. Alright, and I will work on those rules at some point. It is at this point that I would have mentioned to Mirage that after great, or Naira, regardless, that after great deliberation and thought, you will be able to, hopefully you're on the stream and you can hear this, get your honey badger within some realms of degree, we can discuss the chances and how you will go through the process of getting said robotic honey badger and what that means for the future of your character. As I have from my quotes here, my list of quotes from Daryl, who, after Daryl and Oliver, you got told by Detective Morgan to go to Rodriguez Consulting Company, which was established in 2036, to look after someone codenamed the Producer. You are still in pursuit of that, in pursuit of information regarding this. Specifically, Daryl, you went off on your own, and
Yes,
Oliver,
sir.
I believe you had gone back to Detective Morgan and asked where the archives room was, and went and got archival information about the... so you guys split up to do your own thing.
I'm supposed to get that information.
I forgot about that. I forgot.
You are still currently in the archives of NCPD Branch Office 16B, also known as the Arboretum. We will be getting to your story here in a minute. We will actually be coming back to Daryl secondarily, and then we will be getting on to Aaron and the goings-on of, well, your life, I suppose.
Yeah, quick question. Isn't this where we were pretty sure Daryl was going to die?
Yes. That's why he's going second. That way I can make him be a little more suspensed. But I was getting to that. But Daryl, and I quote, you had stated, in order to convince the people that you weren't going to die and to spit fate in the eye, you stated with full gusto, quote, I am going to see where my Riz takes me. So, we shall see indeed where, Daryl, your Riz does take you. Shortly. But first, Oliver, you have been in the branch office for a few, not a few hours. This has been like 30 minutes. Basically, the receptionist there who, oh, yeah, sorry. Detective Morgan was the person there. Detective Morgan didn't give you the information. Duh. She was getting the information in the archives for you. The person you guys had talked to was Sergeant Cole. My bad. I have too much stuff here. Okay. So, you've now been sitting, waiting for about, I'd say 30, maybe 40 minutes. This is about how long the Detective Morgan had told you to wait. So that's the usual turnaround because, you know, bureaucracies are going to bureaucracy. What are you doing in that interim?
I thought I was looking out the window.
You're looking out the window?
Yeah.
Have you ever taken the time to notice outside of NCPD Branch Office 16B?
No.
Okay. Then let me go ahead and describe to you what you are seeing. Hold on one sec. This was, again, in the very long amounts of notes that I've created that, well, are not actually on Obsidian yet. I have to transfer things. It comes with the territory. Now just give me one sec to pull some stuff up. Okay. Let us see here. I have many notes. Where the fuck is this? God damn it. Okay. Let us see. So, outside, when you are looking out, from your vantage point in the Arboretum, you can not only see out across the promenade, which is where the branch office is located. It's on the the lower level of the Helix, but you can also stare up towards the Helix, which is kind of up above where you are. That's more of where the corporate executives of the maze reside. This is the wealthy of the wealthy, if you will, the rich of the rich. So, say for example, the Apex, which is that higher location, is the top 1%. Where you're located is the top 10%. Government facilities are located here, as well as, at least this is where you guys get to live because you're a part of NCPD. And you are looking out, and it is not an overcast day, oddly enough, in Night City today. You can actually see the sun and the blue sky. It is starkly contrasted by the neon lights, as well as the clean, almost sterile colors that you are seeing in both the Apex and the Promenade. If you were to turn to your left and look away from where you're looking, so if here's your window, you're going to be facing in, you would again see the Arboretum that makes up the center part of NCPD. The archives kind of office, you're on one end of it, kind of goes back. So think like... kind of have the visual in your head of the warehouses at the end of Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, where it is just crates and crates and crates of information. But in this case, it's filing cabinets and other like computers as well, computer banks. But when you're looking outside, again, it is almost a picturesque day. There are people walking on the street. There's no fighting. You can see a few corporate guard patrols going on, as well as a few NCPD officers milling about outside of the branch office. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No.
Okay. So, Detective Morgan eventually comes back with the files you had requested. Those files being on the producer, and again, Rodriguez Consulting Company. Again, you don't find much information on the producer himself. There are a series of crimes associated with the producer, but no actual evidence. If you're looking for like a quote-unquote like GTA 5 wanted level, he has like a 3 or a 3.5 stars listed down. He is suspected for drug trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking, smuggling, prostitution, murder, aggravated assault, grand theft auto, as well as assault of a minor with a deadly weapon.
How much baby oil does he have in his house?
It is not listed.
Fuck. I'll find out.
Also, embezzlement. He is suspected to have embezzled upwards of about 2 million eddies.
Damn.
From various corporate entities. He is, as you read further down, underneath like the 3.5 stars, he is listed as a moderate priority target, with shoot on sight being allowed. No bounty has been issued for his head, whether by the fact that any bounty hunters or bounties that are put on his head are immediately wiped away by his abilities, or other reasons you don't know. All in all, a pretty bad dude.
Well, fuck. Is there anyone connected to this guy or the Rodriguez Consulting Company I could find?
So, in the Rodriguez Consulting Company, you don't find anything, at least on the surface. They are a legitimate company. It is a suspected front for the producer, specifically in his human trafficking exploits, as it is fairly centrally located in kind of the lower layers of the middle layer. Middle layers of the the Warrens, which is underneath where the Helix is located. So in the layer, like the overarching layer below you, you see that Rodriguez, last name is only listed. You don't see a first name. But Rodriguez is listed as being a what's the proper term here? A information broker, shall we say? More of a fixer type person who is, at least according to what the file in front of you is saying, is known for being able to, quote, move things without the overview of the government.
Ah, I see.
Is there anything else you're looking for in specific?
Okay. Trying to focus. Because the point, we're not trying to find the producer right now. We're trying to find the guy trying to just keeps, annoying Ron.
Yes, and there is, so that is one side of this, that is how, again, this is, connecting into overarching story. But the reason that you were looking into Rodriguez Consulting Company is because that is who you overheard Ron say, was Rodriguez. The only Rodriguez you guys have on file is a, quote, Rodriguez Consulting Company when you looked it up using your agent previously, at least in the layers of the maze that are pertinent to you guys.
Right. What's this Skyrim music, bro?
It's because I was bored and I didn't want to listen to sci-fi stuff anymore.
In my opinion, this should be playing during Daryl's part because we don't know if he's gonna live or die at that point.
Fair enough. Let's change it up here. Hold on a sec. And then we'll get...
That or Ave Maria. I don't know why, but I feel like if Daryl does die, just...
You see the Riddler?
One sec.
No, it just feels funny. But apparently he's convinced he's the Rizzler.
Oh, God.
Do not compare me to that fat fuck.
I don't know who that is, to be honest.
She doesn't.
We're Costco guys.
We're Costco guys.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember.
Where your reference gets 5 out of 5 booms. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, we want cyberpunk stuff. Here we go. May the YouTube gods strike me down.
You know, Arcane would be a good, actually, cyberpunk soundtrack.
All right, well, regardless, back to this. Okay, so
here we go.
Now, when we're talking about, again, you don't see any, like, immediately illicit things that would strike you as being weird to connect to Ron. They seem more or less okay, but shady, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Think like Juan's taco shop down the road. Most likely, gonna be fine. Could be a front for the cartel, could not. Who's really to say? Anything else? Are you looking for any information in particular? Or, like, what type of information are you looking for in particular?
Check DMs.
Say that again?
Check DMs.
Okay, one sec. I left my tablet. 1 minute.
You still tired?
Let us see what kind of debaucherous content you are in search of. Okay. That is up to you. You can choose either way. Probably... That is a very good question. Because both are, regardless of which decision you do, both of them are going to tie into the main story regardless. It's just a matter of...
looking at the producer. The producer's more interesting. I have to.
Alright, go ahead and give me a library search check then. As you're going to start looking through...
check on my new computer.
You're going to be looking through and comparing these two documents to try and find any information you have.
I'm trying to see who else this motherfucker's connected.
That is going to be an 11. Alright, give me 1 minute to take a look at what information I can give you. I can't give you everything with a roll of that value, just so you're aware.
No, that's fine.
Alright. Okay, so just so you're aware, basic information is at a 9, and more advanced information would be at a 12. So you don't meet that more advanced information in terms of comparing these two documents. However, you do see that during... where is it? Oh my god, I just lost my note. Fuck. So, around 2036, the producer was noted as being in Zone 3 of the maze. Zone 3 is referred to as the Crossroads. It is where the highway system of Night City connects in and through the maze. So you're talking industrial shipment, that kind of thing. If you're looking for reference as to what places that I've mentioned before that are located in this area, think the derelict yards. That area of shipping containers and like the oil district. Although the oil district is lower, but that's regardless. So think, if you want a location, think like Mira Mesa. Or like closer to Miramar on the other side of Mira Mesa, with all the office buildings, all the industry, all of that. Kind of an industrial wasteland, if you will. You also, and that's just base cursory information. They were in the same location at the same time that Rodriguez Consulting Company got started up. You also see that a guy by the name of... Let me see what I have here listed. You only have a nickname to follow off of. I can't give you the full name. But the producer was in contact with somebody named Rod, R-O-D. It's unclear if that is an acronym standing for something. It's a person, it's a location, or it's a group. But the producer was in contact with someone, most likely, named Rod, at the same time, just before Rodriguez Consulting Company got built up off the ground. And Rodriguez Consulting Company also started to be making very large waves in the movement of things. Again, without the supervision of the government, in air quotes, right after this time period. So it's coincidental. It could be a coincidence. It could also not be a coincidence that these factors are coming together at the same time.
What else can I find? Anything like in recent years? Like 2043 or some shit?
So, in recent years, let me see what I have here. Okay, hold on one sec. I need to make sure that I don't accidentally tell you something that's not accurate to what's going on. Okay. You do see that... Okay, hold on a sec. And... hold on... Sorry, I need to just make sure I have my notes here straight. It has been a long time since I've been looking at these notes. For better or for worse. All right. Hold on one moment. I am going to send you a DM real quick. Because I don't have it up here and I can't remember the name of this location. All right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Just making sure that I did have that correct. So, in recent times, the producer has been seen to be operating out of Zone 4. Which is the Maze Edge. This is a very, shall I say, sorry, Zone 3 again. A very dangerous location. As it's more gang controlled than it is operated by anything else. And this is going to be different than, again, the lore that we talked about because I had to move some things around. Is there anything you're looking for in specific besides the fact that he's operating out of Zone 3? Out of a location that you only have a supposed name for, called Rustgate. You don't have any other information on it besides that.
That sounds lame. Whatever that Rustgate is. Lame.
You get the... go ahead and give me a... Let me see what kind of check I can give you here to spice up this result a little bit more.
Spicy, spicy.
They don't have, like, intuition, which is what I would be going for here. Let's see here. not easy to figure out a good skill that I want you to go after with this. Just go ahead and give me a business check, actually.
A what check?
A business check. It's under
Business
education
check.
skills.
The fuck would I know about that?
Let's see. Got a 14 there. Alright. Your intuition on Rustgate is that it is going to be some sort of ranch type situation or agricultural scenario. Whether or not it is real or fake, you will only find out when you get there.
The growing weed. Wait, is weed legal?
Cyberweed is legal.
Cyberweed.
You seen the Kushinada smoking
I'm
on
sorry,
that?
is cyberweed just weed in, like, dream dancing?
Brain dancing, but...
Brain dancing, that's what I meant. Is that what it is?
Pass me that RGB kush.
I'm not saying anything. Really, I can just add cyber in front of anything and it works. Let's be real here. Cyber weed, cyber prostitution, cyber sex trafficking, it all works. You just throw cyber in front of it and then all of a sudden it becomes cyberpunk related. It's
I'm just
that
imagining
easy.
that's just one of it's just AI.
Who knows? I'm not saying anything. Alright. Is there anything else you're trying to find? That you're looking for? Or are you just going to send this as soon as you can over to Daryl?
I just can't find the connection between this guy and what's going on with Ron.
On the surface, you don't see
Okay.
anything.
Shit. Bro, I went to work today. It was very fucking draining. I don't think I'm ever gonna find it. Okay, let me think. Well, okay, so... maybe if I find out who Rod is... Obviously, Rod is Rodriguez, right? I mean, could be.
It's a safe deduction to assume.
Ron's the producer.
Ah!
No,
He hosted the party! The party!
No, not Ron.
no, I am not turning old man Ron into fucking Diddy here. It's not happening.
Oh, thank God.
Or am I? Oh.
Ron
If
is
anything, Ron might be Odysseus. If anything, Ron might be
a
Odysseus.
little bit of metagaming here.
Oh.
But at least I'm gonna back this up with you're a cop. Give me a criminology check really fast. Give you like understanding the mind of a criminal. That is a natural fail. Oh Christ. Okay. Okay.
You suck at this.
You think that, at least...
Okay.
Oliver, you don't see how it is possible that Ron could be connected, but in your mind, you know that the most vicious of criminals hide their true intent. So you truly think that the Diddy party is happening at Ron's?
I've connected the dots. You haven't connected shit.
Fair.
My God. I
You
have
haven't
to
connected
forward
shit.
this to
I connected them.
this to
It's
Gerald.
literally the BuzzFeed Unsolved meme.
Okay. Do you forward it to Daryl?
I'm forwarding every fucking thing I have to Daryl. Dear God.
What has he done?
Meanwhile,
Ron, sex
Daryl, what
trafficking.
the fuck? Meanwhile,
Ron,
Daryl,
sex trafficking.
buddy, I think you need to sleep.
Yeah, in your mind, it's just, dear God, what is he
It's
done?
It's a code 27.
Okay.
Dude, that's what
Alright.
I text him. I text him it's a code 27.
And do you also send
And
the
just like
information
that,
packet
Ron's
with it?
dead.
Yes, every single fucking thing.
Okay. We are now going to hop over to Daryl, who's currently... You are in
Oh, boy.
Rodriguez Consulting Company. And you decided I'm going to recap what you have done up to this point, because I am very interested to see what you're going to be able to pull off here. Lee, did you send me the map yet, or was it not done?
I'm very sorry I couldn't do it.
All good. Then I am just going to fictitiously use your mind's eye, if you will, to see this place. Okay? And I'm going to use a scratch piece of paper to try and map things out so that I'm aware of what's going on, at the very least. Because I'm not going to be drawing on Roll20's maps. Just, I don't have the ability to do that. Unfortunately, not currently. Come on, log in.
I just want, I just want Daryl, for Oliver's sake, to be okay, because I think if Daryl dies, it's gonna be Oliver's last hypothetical straw.
What do you mean, last hypothetical straw? You never had a straw to begin with.
That's true. I'm pretty
I'm
sure
crazy.
Daryl was
I'm crazy.
impulse control. I'm pretty sure, given that without Daryl, he looked at Ron and was like, this man who just owns a small bodega, and is like, yes, I think he's a criminal mastermind. I think without Daryl, Oliver would definitely get a regrettable tattoo on a night when he was drunk.
Oh, that's probably fair, in all honesty. Alright, give me 1 sec. So, I have to map this for myself so that I can keep places in mind.
Meanwhile, I think Killian is Aaron's impulse control.
Well, there's a story about that I have yet to tell. You'll find out about that one later.
Oh, no, actually less impulse control, more. She is the good cop to my... She's the good doctor to my notoriously bad doctoring in terms of support and stuff. I'm a good medical tech, I'm not good at vets. I'd be a terrible nurse.
Said the person who's going to effectively become the party's nurse.
Yeah, I'm good. I am not nice. So don't fuck shit up for me.
Alright, so, if I remember this correctly, you walked into Rodriguez Consulting Company. You gave a perception check as to, can I tell if this location is sus and or I shouldn't go in? And you, if I recall correctly, rolled a 7.
Sounds about
and you
right.
trusted it. This is not just any old white van. This is a white van with candy. And you can always trust a stranger, didn't you know? So you have walked inside. You went up to the receptionist and said, because I said, hey, give me a you said, what up, Holmes Slice, if I am recalling correctly. And I asked
How
you
do
to
you
give
do,
me
fellow
and I
kid?
asked you to give me a conversation check, which, according to my notes here, you rolled a 14 and successfully convinced him to be your homeboy. So, receptionist likes you. You then asked about, hey, I need to talk to Rodriguez here. I need to talk to him about one of his business related things. Mind you, you are wearing your cop blues. So
No, I had I wasn't wearing my cop outfit. I had like normal, like probably crappy streetwear, but like I think
basically
I couldn't hide my gun. I couldn't hide my gun, I don't think.
You're basically a guy who's obviously not. Who's obviously
you don't look like a cop,
be a cop,
but you're obviously a cop. Does that make any sense?
Yeah,
I can tell by the way that you walk that you're obviously a cop. But regardless, you start heading towards this door, and you rolled another perception check, which you did score a. I don't have it here, but I think it was like a 12 or a 14 or something in that range. And you were able to tell that the room you were about to walk into, you definitely shouldn't walk into. Bad juju, bad vibes. And you saw that at the very end of the hall, there was an emergency exit. You then rolled for stealth, rolling another natural 1, and set off the fire alarm by opening the door. Mind you, outside, it was clear, so that is something you learned. The alleyway behind Rodriguez Consulting Company is empty. It's perfectly clear to get through. At which point, 3 people came out of the office. There was one dude in the room that is right next to the fire exit. There was another dude who came out of the room you were supposed to enter, which is on, so if you imagine lobby, so you walk in, front door, there's a lobby. To the right-hand side, there is a hallway. You walk down that hallway. The first door on your right was the door you're supposed to go into. There was a door on your left and a second door on your right. The people who have walked out were on both of the right-hand rooms and the receptionist, who's looking at you like you're crazy. However, you are unsure if there is anything or anyone in that third room, which was, as far as you can tell right now, empty, because you haven't opened that door. Does that kind of set the scene for you? There are 3 people here, 1 of you, and now you convinced them, you convinced all of them, by the way, good conversation check again, you convinced all of them that you were just stupid.
Yes.
So they all think you are a bumbling moron.
I'm stupid.
I'm
stupid.
That hard.
So, you are now in the room where you definitely got bad juju. And you can tell that the person you are sitting across from is definitely bad juju. What do you want to do? Do you want him to start the conversation, or do you want to start the conversation?
Him start the conversation.
Alright, so you remain silent until he starts speaking. He kind of looks at you appraisingly. And I'm going to have you give me a persuasion check here in 1 second, okay?
Alright.
He looks at you and goes, I can tell you got a gun there in your waistband. Why don't you pull that out set it up here on the table?
Alrighty, here you go. Listen, you can't fault me here. Everyone around here has a gun. It's crazy people on the street.
The man who's sitting across from you definitely nods and goes, yes, yep, not surprising. He looks at your pistol and appraises it. I am then going to actually roll for him. Give me 1 sec. Hold on one sec. Okay. Okay.
Need some light on the subject. 1 second.
Okay.
He's dark in here.
Okay. He looks at the pistol, and you can tell he knows a little bit about weapons, but not enough to determine that this is actually an NCPD-only issue pistol. Cops and or people who have killed cops who have taken their weapons have access to this type of pistol only. He doesn't notice anything off about it, and he just hands it right back to you. He says, "You know, a fellow man who is armed, smart thinking, especially on these streets." And I wouldn't say he relaxes. That's not the right word. But he definitely seems a little more at ease, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Yeah.
He goes, "All right, what can we do? What can we here at Rodriguez Consulting Company do for you, friend? I'm sure you've talked to the receptionist and he's told you about all the things that we're able to do in terms of moving things without government oversight. Don't need NCPD pigs sniffing around here. Their whole law and order. You know, obviously."
Of course. Real quick, remind me, I'm here to investigate because of Ron's bodega being sold and stuff.
Yes, you're trying to figure out why Ron came here.
Okay. Well, my friend, if you could, which I completely understand if you cannot, but I have a buddy of mine who, for some reason, is being very vague, and he came here for what is it? Property selling. Yes. And I was just wondering if it's true, if this gentleman came here and asked for Rodrigo, the man himself.
Go ahead and give me a conversation check under social.
Whoopish.
That is an 11. Go ahead and give me a human perception check. Also in that same category.
Whoopish.
Okay. You can, thanks to your human perception check, you're able to see him visibly stiffen a little bit. Not, it's fairly subtle, but you can definitely tell he's now been put back on edge. And he goes, "Well, you know, my friend, we cannot discuss the operations of our other clients. It would be bad business. It would be very bad business for us to give up privileged information of our associates. It's a business problem, you see."
Of course, and I don't get me wrong, I completely understand. But you see, my friend here, he's gone through a lot. Nasty divorce. I'm just trying to get through to him and just like help him out here, but for some reason he just won't listen to me, and like he came to you, and I don't know what you've told him, and I just want to be on like the same page. I want to understand what's going on. You know what I mean?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. See if you can persuade him. That is a 17. Okay. Give me a moment.
I'm cooking, ladies and gentlemen.
You are, for better or for worse. Hold on one moment. I'm trying to find something. Okay. So, he looks at you and he goes, okay, but it's not going to be cheap. You're going to need to pay upfront, at least call it a secrecy fee. And he also looks at you and goes, by the way, it's Rodriguez.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And he goes, but before that, I'm going to need to know your relation to this individual you're looking at. We can only do this for family. We can't do this just for friends.
Oh, I mean, he's not blood related, but I've known this man since the beginning of high school. He is quite literally my brother.
He clicks his tongue and goes,
Listen, we've been through thick and thin.
all right. How does 500 eddies sound?
500 Eddie. I mean, I gladly gave you cash, but I mean, I can sign an NDA. I'm good for it, man. I'll sign an NDA. I'll give you 150. You can send your men to hunt me down if I spill the beans, but I'm telling you, I'm good for it. Times are tough. I don't know if I can do 500.
Give me a wardrobe and style check to see if you are able to pull off convincing him you don't have cash.
That's...
It's going to be under social.
Social.
Or actually, hold on. Streetwise. Give me a streetwise check. Same section. He goes, for a friend, I understand. As friends of mine, I would certainly understand, but I just cannot do it for less than 500. It has to be 500 or nothing. And go ahead and give me a D20, a D4 roll. Odds and even is going to be the coin flip here.
E4.
You're hoping
D4.
You're hoping for an even.
Ooh.
That is an even. You do not immediately. You have kept your ringer on silent. The information that Oliver had received just got sent to you.
Ooh.
Your ringer was on silent. You're still good. They don't know.
You know what? You're running a respectful business. I can understand. Here, take the 500.
All right. Go ahead and remove 500 from your cash pool.
Yeah.
He looks over and he counts out the five. He transfers the 500. He's like, all right. Again, give me the name of this guy. I will look up and give you all information we have.
What's Ron's full legal name?
Everyone just calls him Doc Ron. Most people use a moniker or an acronym, so just say Doc Ron. It's fine.
Okay. His name is Doc Ron.
He goes, oh, Doc Ron! Good friend, Doc Ron. He's been good. He helped out our founder, Mr. Rodriguez, back in the day. He certainly did help. You don't he doesn't elaborate on what help was provided, but it appears that it was at least this deal was done on a favor cashing in, not based off a monetary transaction.
Okay.
And he turns around, and behind him you see kind of two, it's like 2.5 filing cabinets. Well, I guess it's 3 filing cabinets, but it's 2 of the half size and that are bordered by 2 full size. And there's like a TV behind him that is totally not giving ads for Rodriguez Consulting Company and the various illicit things that you would know as an NCPD officer that they are advertising that they can do. Again, no government oversight. Internally, you feel your pain for the law and order that this place represents. Like internally, in your soul, you feel that your soul has cracked a little for seeing
my
the
leg is
punishment.
just jumping up and down, like I want to arrest these people.
No, you're not. You're not even like giving any outward signs. It's the internal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like your leg's not even bouncing. You're just chill. As far as anyone can tell, apparently you have a very silver tongue, my friend. You are lucky.
Damn
Very
straight.
lucky.
I just imagine he's so mad that he circles. It's one of those points where you just get so mad that you circle back to calm.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Like, it's kind of like that cold anger of just like, you motherfucker.
Okay.
Anyways.
I'm gonna destroy
And
you.
hold on, I need to mark another place in this building just for my own information.
Keep forgetting also how early we're in the storyline still. We've been...
You guys have been in the prologue for a long while.
Are we still in the prologue?
Mm-hmm.
God,
Haven't even completed mission 1.
I feel like I'm in the alleyway again, guys.
I mean, currently you're walking out with Mirage and everyone else, and you guys are still figuring out what the fuck to do.
Oh yeah, we're the crime gang.
Yeah.
We're the non-legal.
Because
I
we're the
mean,
non-legal team. Okay.
We're the ones who are like, we're fine with breaking the law as long as
So-
we don't end up in jail.
You are handed a file. And the guy in front of you, again, no name given, goes, here you go. For a friend of Docron's, and because you paid up the minimum price, here you go. I will step out so you can look at this and no one needs to know, okay? Okay. And he walks out and closes the door behind you. As far as you are aware, there are no cameras, no microphones, no nothing in this room recording any audio or visual. Whether
Did I
or
do a
not
perception check before I came
did
in here?
not.
I can't remember.
you did one of the hallway and didn't find anything, but you got a bad vibe coming from this room in particular.
Can
It
I
would probably be
still
best-
do a perception check?
You could. It would probably be best if you just gain the information and leave. I am
Fair point, fair point.
just saying. Basically, play by the
Okay.
rules you've been given.
Take my wins where I can get them. You know what? Fair point.
If you want to look around, that's fine. You just may find something that you're
Me
definitely not going to want to find. It's also going to be kind of, well, not jarring. It's just going to be, it might put you in a tough situation, considering your whole, like, your love and passion is law and order.
Don't do this to me, Roz. You know me. You know I'm gonna do perception now.
He might break like a blood vessel and might get like an aneurysm. He has to roll for.
I'm
He has to roll to see if he
just
gets
saying, if you want to do it, you can.
And
And then if you go apoplectic based on what you find, it's not my fault.
You know what? I'm gonna do it whenever I have all of this stuff, right? I can walk out the door.
Do you look over the files first before doing your perception check, or perception check first before looking at the files?
Files, then perception check.
Okay. In the files, you see that Doc Ron had come to the Rodriguez Consulting Company 3 weeks earlier to hire a a consultant, shall we say, who is listed as working on who is listed as doing a number 9 special. No information as to what a number 9 special is on the file.
Number 9.
And they are currently in the process of, based on the file, fulfilling the order of the number 9 special.
Okie dokie.
It is clear from the context that a number 9 special is something that is definitely illegal, according to the NCPD. You don't know how illegal, but definitely illegal.
Okay.
And again, on the file, you also see that there was no cash charged. There is no cash transaction. There is no creds. There's no virtual transfer. There is nothing.
I mumbled to myself, oh, he didn't have to fork over money, but oh, me, on the other hand, I have to fork over 500 eddies.
Yeah. Is there anything else you're going to try and look for in this file? Anything deeper than the cursory information you've provided? If yes, I'm going to need you to give me a library search check. Also,
is this like a physical file or like
It's a tablet.
Okay.
But also, here's a side note.
Yeah.
You do see that the file name is for Doc Ron, but the customer information is filled up by one. Let me see here. Let me get the name here. Sorry, I need to make sure I have the right name and I don't give you a wrong name. God, where is it? I need to reorganize my NPCs so desperately. Oh my god. It is filled up by one Maria Davis.
Okay, then.
You have no idea who Maria Davis is. Well, you don't currently. It'll click together later. Hopefully.
Is there a way that I can see if there's anything encrypted? Because I can take this tablet with me, right?
You can't take it with you, but
Oh,
you
I can't.
You could copy the information if you want. That's fine. That's easily accessible, and they would expect that kind of thing. So I'm already assuming that you have a copy downloaded
Right.
to your agent. So don't worry. You can reference this information later. But in terms of encryption, go ahead and give me a basic tech check. See if you know your way around an iPad.
That's
Or actually,
technique.
not. Give me cyber tech. That'll be under technique skills.
Ooh, to level 0.
It's 12.
Oh, hello.
Okay. You definitely see that there is at least some encryption on the network. You do not have the skill set in order to hack it at all. You can just tell that it exists. And that there is information being held. You have no idea what that information is. You have no idea how to reach out to get that information. However, you do know that you would at least need a netrunner in order to get it done.
And so is it like encrypted files that I could still take with me?
You can't, you would not be able to download this. It is basically, you can tell that on the network at Rodriguez Consulting Company, there is a server somewhere in here that is encrypted and separate. You cannot you need at minimum a password to get in. And then in order to decrypt the files, you would need something else. But you can tell that there is a hidden component of this network here that you do not have access to. Mind you, you don't know like the encryption, decryption situation with the files themselves, but you do know that there is something being, at the very least, password protected, and you do not have access to that password. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay, this might be a dumb question. So I can jack into the tablet, right? Can I have, how would I word this? Like, is there a way I can have like an NCPD netrunner somehow get like kind of access to me through my like me jacking in and then get into the tablet? Does that make sense?
Are you gonna? Let me take a quick gander at your I know a guy sheets. Because you might be able to, but I don't.
Ooh.
I'm not saying anything as a direct yet.
Like wireless net running.
Unfortunately, no. You don't know anybody that could do that. Also, wireless net running in the time of the Red is very dangerous.
Oh.
So, like, when netrunners currently working in the time of the Red do it, they usually have to physically be in the location in order to jack it.
Okay, so
you think about the people who you've met up to this point, and you can't think of anybody to immediately call on, and you just kind of file it away of, I'll deal with this when I get a chance, and I'll handle it after the fact. But you will need to get a netrunner here, in physical proximity.
Okay. Okay. I'll grab what I can. I'm gonna see if maybe I can come back later with a friend.
Now, mind you, just so you are aware, I am setting things up right now, as well as not just for the DLC that's coming on later, but also future missions, so you can come back here at a later time. That's perfectly fine. You haven't pissed them off and you haven't killed everybody, so...
Yeah.
You leave the room. Did you want to do that perception check again, or are you going to just ignore it?
Perception.
That is a 19. Okay.
What secrets lie in this room?
You see that there is a hidden camera in the upper left-hand part of the wall.
Okay.
Good thing you didn't access your phone or anything.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm updating my map where people are located, because I'm having to do this by hand so that I narratively have a map I can reference. And you also see the camera has a microphone with it. So it's a microphone camera combo. It is hidden. It is up behind you to your right. You also see that there are three, again, the filing cabinets. The two in the middle are not locked. The two larger ones are locked with a very heavy-duty lock. You would need somebody who has really good lock picking, or you would need to bring a sledgehammer in order to get into it. Behind the TV, you suspect that there is a safe based off of how the wall is shaped, and you do see a small trickle of blood leading outside of the door and into the room where you are currently located. It disappears, and it looks like it has been cleaned up.
But there's still like residue.
Yes. And you see that the blood trail, as far as you can tell, leads out of this room and into the hallway. Something happened here. and you can only imagine how bad it is.
Okay. What I want to do, see if I can perform this. I want to. Okay, since I know that this is in camera and I'm obviously being recorded, I'm gonna go out. Pretend like I'm checking my shoelaces to see if they're tied, and I want to scrape up as much of the dried blood in between my fingernails as I can, and I want to get it tested.
Give me a stealth check.
Ah, crap! Never mind. Damn it.
You go to bend down to take a sample of blood with your fingernails, and you actually realize your shoe is, in fact, untied.
Oh.
And you get so distracted by the fact that your shoe is untied that you tie your shoe and forget to actually take a sample of the blood. By the way, it is completely caught on camera. Also, as you bend down, you rip a really loud one. Not only the receptionist and the guy who's waiting outside of the door for you both hears you rip ass. Real stealthy.
I'll be like, sorry, that bug of slice got to me.
Okay. Do you leave without further incident?
I guess. I can't turn around. That'll look suspicious.
As you leave, you also notice that the blood trail leads out into the hallway, and it goes into the other room that you didn't access. So something happened. You can't investigate it at this current time, but something happened. And the blood seems to be recently dried. So, within the last few hours.
Oh, okay.
You leave without further incident. Do you and Oliver decide to meet up? Also, as you're leaving, the receptionist goes, "Hey, yo, nice meeting you, home slice."
You too.
You guys are homies. You're bros.
I don't even remember being chill with the receptionist, but I'll take it.
It was.
Okay,
It was the.
so I get up to the building.
It comes from the quote, and again, I'm going to see where my wrist takes me, Daryl Thompson.
Okay. I mean, I definitely said that, but okay. I walk. I'm like pretty far away from the building, right? There's.
Yeah, you get like 3-4 blocks away.
Okay. I want to check my phone and see what nonsense Oliver sent me.
Oliver, what have you been doing in the interim?
I was gonna no. Just, I guess, going through everything again.
Okay, then.
Just muttering to myself, I can't believe that bastard did human trafficking.
So, Daryl, go ahead and give me a criminology check. Based on the files that he's given you.
Criminology. That would be technique. And question mark. No.
Might be under social.
Oh, wait. Education?
Oh, sorry, education, you're right. Criminology.
There you are. Criminology.
Yeah, you think that the whole Doc Ron is actually sex trafficking a completely stupid and inane thing. You are the much more sane out of the two of you. So you look at your phone and you see it, and you just do you sigh externally, or is it just an internal sigh?
I sigh to myself. I just ignore it. I'm like,
Okay.
close his phone.
Start making your way back to the NCPD. Mind you, you're going to have to be a little bit careful. You are in gang territory, but you make it back relatively none the worse for wear. We are now going to pause with you two being in the NCPD, and we are going to go to Claire.
I can't remember what our group was doing last session. I just remember Nathaniel. I think my whole brain just blocked that out in favor of Nathaniel somehow getting out of a situation and then putting himself back in it.
You were
put myself in any situation.
Told about the Rodriguez Consulting Company. The problem with your group is that you all kind of split apart. Naira has information as to what's going on. Mirage, Naira was about to explain that information to you all, and then I believe Mirage was going to go and start some investigating of her own. Slane was going to do some investigating on her own with the help of Jinx and you in tow.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, that was what was going on.
Yeah, I believe that's what was happening. I'm the only one present.
We can just fast forward that and say that all of that happened.
Yeah.
And you have figured out as well that there is this mysterious, some trade happened. And that you have found out, for better or for worse, that Docron, and this again would be information that I think Naira would give freely. Here's hoping that Naira would give this information freely, because I might be metagaming here, and I don't know. But she's not here to say no, so I'm gonna run with it. Docron has been solicited 9 times by Veronica Sharp to sell the company. You know that the company has offered well above market rate, and that Docron has refused to sell. You also have direct information, thank you, Naira, for hacking into Docron's terminal, that Docron has been harassed by edge runners, who have been purchased out by the corporation to try and force them out. And that from these files, and no, Oliver and Daryl, you don't know this. No, there's no evidence of any sex trafficking or crimes actually happening at Docron's, at least not in his file structure. Although, you do find information about his wife, whose name is Maria. And, by the way, don't metagame with that information. I'm telling you, don't metagame.
I'm gonna metagame with that information.
By the way, the information that each group gets should not be shared. You should run with the fact that you don't know it, even though you do.
We're supposed to we're supposed to meet up somehow in the middle accidentally and be like, wait, you're here, and do the Spider-Man pose.
Yes. Well, that's about to happen, because the next basically meetup is Ron is going to direct you guys to meet up with him at a specific location.
He's like, okay, I need your help, and you are the most capable people, I think. I'm forming together a team.
Effectively, what's going to happen is in the intervening time, that number 9 special gets completed, and that number 9 special will tell Ron that the information from that will tell somebody in Ron's life where to go and what to do. And Ron feels a little uncomfortable about the situation, so invites along you guys as the net runners to go and help him. The NCPD gets a tip-off from one of their corporate contacts that something might go down at a warehouse. So that's why the NCPD here is going to be going in to potentially stop you or help you.
I send a
side.
text. I sent a text to both Constance and Killian, being like, "Hey, y'all, I'm about to do this shady shit. If I don't come back within who knows how long, start looking for my body."
By the way, you head back to your clinic for a little bit, just so you're aware.
Yes.
So Killian, you just tell Killian directly. Killian looks at you. By the way, Constance isn't there. Constance just gives you a thumbs up emoji.
Constance is like, "I'm so proud of you. You're meddling in the law."
Killian looks concerned for your safety. That's how I'm gonna describe it. She is definitely. You've known her long enough that you can tell that she's nervous about it, but also isn't going to stop you. And just leaves it at that.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine, Killian. I have a group of other people who are less than reliable, but looking out for me. And I'll run at the first sign of danger.
She nods, knowing that's not going to happen.
You know where? So I guess that means that you'll be in charge of lockup tonight. If that's okay with you.
She just nods. It is at this point that Killian is going to text someone. You see her on her phone. Where that text goes, you don't know.
God damn it! I hope you better not make her a traitor, Roz. I love Killian. She's like Aaron's only friend.
I do too. I also enjoy Killian, but I can't tell you things. I can't tell you some of the things that are going on in Killian's life. I'm sorry. It's important to your character, and also important to your character growth, and also it helps flesh out the story of who Killian is. So I just need you to trust me on it that you will learn this information when you need.
If you're that nervous, you can tag along.
No.
And
this is as you're leaving, she sends a text.
Oh. I know. Oh.
And you only notice after you've already left.
Oh, and before I leave, I say, oh, and you see any of those 6th Street gangs? Just run. I don't care I don't care what happens to the clinic. I just want you to run and get out of there.
Okay.
You know our contacts. You know what to do after that. Okay?
She says, of course.
Okay, I say, stay safe. Text me when you get home. Don't die.
She's going to stay and operate the clinic.
No, I know that. I'm saying...
You do realize your clinic is open at all hours, right?
No, I know. I realize that. I'm saying if she needs to get home...
No, obviously.
Because we currently are targeted by a gang! Okay, and then I head out.
Yeah.
Make sure my trusty pistol's on me.
You see Killian turn around as you leave, presumably to walk back and do something internally. I'm just writing some notes down. Give me one sec.
I love that. I do love that Aaron is just gets this thing of hey, I need you, and she's just like, okay. In a way, I think it's in character for her. I think she's missing some excitement in her life or something. But she also wants to stay, alive. So she kind of forgoes it, but there's that, yeah. Also, the plot commands it. that I have to go.
Not only does the plot command that you have to leave, the plot does not allow you to know what Killian's thinking.
God damn it! But also the plot, I have a feeling that even if I didn't say yes, you would drag me into it. You'd just be like, no, you're going to the meetup. You're going.
Well, if you try and drag your feet, the meetup's just going to come to you.
Yeah, that's true also. I'm just like...
Slane is smart enough to use people, and she wants you to at least save her.
Okay, then. Can I relay that information? I'm assuming I relay, like, why I'm going. Because of the safety of the clinic.
You give a very brief rundown. Not the full information, but just a brief rundown.
Hey, remember that person that came in here and was doing things in the soundproof room? Yeah, that was they want me to help them out with something.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I gave as I leave. I text Constance, and of course Constance like thumbs up because she probably likes Slade. She's like, yeah, no, go fuck up shit with her.
Alrighty, I'm just finishing up some notes here. Hold on one sec. Unfortunately, I have to only give hints about what's going to go on with the whole Killian storyline I have cooking up. Like, I have a really good story cooking on the back burner relating to Killian, but I have to wait. It cannot be this mission, and it's not going to be for a while.
I assume it's not, because guess what? We're still in the first...
Oh, don't worry. Something tells me you're gonna like the story that I have cooking. You're just gonna have to... You're either gonna have to roll a really good perception check at a later point, and just... Or someone's just gonna tell you. Who knows? You might just get told. It's one of those situations. Fun fact.
Yes, you see, my name is not really Killian. It's actually Milo, and I'm looking for my...
No.
You know.
No.
I'm joking.
This doesn't connect back to any of the other original other stories.
I know. I just am really pissed. I'm still pissed off about Milo, Ross.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else we can do?
Unfortunately, at this point, I don't have anything else for the three of you until we get
a
couple more folks in. Because I'm going to be, like, it's one thing if I'm playing Slane because Emma can't be here, like, on the general case. It's another thing if I am playing Slane
and
God, what the fuck are their names? Because I can't even
Jinx.
remember.
Jinx and Mirage.
Mirage, all at the same time. It's a different game. It's a different game when I'm doing that, because then it's just 3 NPCs and you guys, which can be fun, but they're not characters I made. I don't want to get them wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although there's probably nothing I could do to get them wrong. I know their personalities pretty well, and we will see what happens in the next session when. One sec, I'm gonna turn off the music now.
I hope. Hey, Naira, Jonah, if you're watching this, get well soon.
Yep. And we will see when the ultimate clash between the NCPD and the non-NCPD Edge Runners and Ron and Veronica Sharp all meet in one location. Good God. Find out next week.
Constance Constance is just watching it through hacked camera feed and just like with a bowl of popcorn, just being like, I can't wait to see my baby cousin
Let me
out there committing crimes.
Let me take a look at my calendar real fast. I will be telling folks the next session date here. Yes, change back to Phoenix time. Thank you.
I will say next Sunday will not work for me. I have already been committed to another session of a game.
Overlapping times?
Peter!
What? Actually, I don't know. Because I'll also be in... I'll also be in Flagstaff. It depends. That week's really weird. I actually don't even know if we're still having the session now that I think about it. I'll double check. It could be a possibility, but it could be a possibility that I could play for like an hour or so and then have to leave. And then, in which case, I would give you kind of full permission to, if you need to, Jaeger my character if we're in combat.
Yeah. So, well, I have good news. There are the next 2 weeks we'll have sessions. So Sunday the 12th, Sunday the 19th. We will be back off for the 26th as I have something going on that has been scheduled months in advance. Then we're back for the 2nd of February. We're off on the 9th because I have another thing that is happening that I can't get rid of. We'll be back on the 16th, the 23rd, the 2nd of March, the 9th of March, the 16th of March, the 23rd of March, and the 30th of March. So basically the entirety of March we're good. So we'll be back to doing regular sessions with a couple weeks where I can't do sessions due to doctor's appointments and things that have been set up already. But we'll be back here 5 p.m. Arizona time next week. Is there anything
Can't wait for our characters
that people want to say?
No.
Okay, then I think we are good here. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna at everybody the next date. Just make sure that people actually get this. What fucking day is this? January 12th, 2025. At 5 p.m. AZ time. Okay, cool. That is the next session. I hope you all enjoyed with this little bit quicker session for tonight. We will get into future storylines later, and there are things that have yet to happen that you will learn about as we go along. And nobody has any last minute questions? Anything at all? Okay.
That was a fast session.
I mean, it was an hour and 40. It's an hour.
Yeah. And then when Numsy said.
Wait, Numsy's in the chat?
No.
Discord.
Discord chat.
Oh. Ha!
Okay. Well.
Hi!
Regardless, I will be ending the stream here. Okay, stop stream.